for Friday Night Flights. Now, here's Sports Director Bruce Rader.
With only 2 games left before the playoffs for most teams, tonight's wet and windy games help set the stage for next week's final contest before the playoffs. But out at the Sportsplex in Virginia Beach, a champion was crowned as the area's top private schools wrapped up an undefeated season. I'm Bruce Rader. Welcome to Friday Night Flights. Bishop Sullivan High School had never won a TCIS football title. Tonight, the unbeaten Crusaders took on Norfolk Academy, hoping to not only grab that elusive title, but also the top seed in the state playoffs. Bishop Sullivan head coach Carl Turner and his staff doing a great job this year, but hey, he's got a pretty good quarterback. Blake LaRussa goes over 3,000 yards passing tonight. Pick up the action in the second half. Norfolk Academy in blue is inside the 10, going for it on 4th down, but the pass is picked off by Nathan Long, and Long takes it back for a long return. Later in the drive, well, we got to show you Blake LaRussa again. Firing to his favorite target, Army All-American Jamil Kamara in the corner for the score. Kamara, an All-American. He'll play in the Army All-American game later this year. This was all Bishop Sullivan as the Crusaders defeat the rivals from Norfolk Academy 42-13 and finish the regular season undefeated.
What does this mean for Bishop Sullivan?
It means the first time in history that our school's gone undefeated with a 10-0 season, and we have home seed throughout the playoffs. We're very excited about that.
The school's never done this before, and I've never gone 10-0 in my life for any varsity team, and it's awesome.
It was huge. It was huge. It wasn't even close, so that was even better, man. This feels too good right now.
God bless Norfolk Catholic High School, brother.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
Father Fimian very excited tonight. Unbeaten Oscar Smith just ahead of Ocean Lakes for the top spot in the Division VI playoffs. Tonight, the Tigers looking for their 64th straight district win against Great Bridge. Tigers freshman quarterback Sean Mitchell keeps racking up the touchdown passes. That one put Oscar Smith up 14-0. The rain made things difficult at times. Tigers can't get the handoff right. The Antoine White, the senior linebacker, is going to end up in the backfield, and he is going to get a big hit. Well, that's about all that went right for the Patriots tonight in the second quarter. Well, the Tigers got their running game going. They're good everywhere. Touchdown, and the Tigers go ahead 21-0. Oscar Smith wins its 10th straight district championship with a 35-0 shutout. Ocean Lakes looking to keep its unbeaten season intact, hosting Princess Anne tonight. Ocean Lakes in gold. They get on the scoreboard quickly. Watch closely. Quarterback Walter Harrell going up the sideline for a nice gain. Churchy is his nickname, but look closely at the end of the play. Look, a pack of candy, some Airheads to be exact, falls out of his socks. Happy Halloween. Okay, I'm calling Churchy Candyman after tonight. The Candyman then's going to hit Mike Alston on the inside screen. Alston, of course, scores 17 yards out. And then the next possession for the Dolphins, it's one of my favorite players this year. Watch number 1, Jason Lewis, taking the pass and finding room up the left side for another Ocean Lakes touchdown. Ocean Lakes, which wraps up its regular season against Salem next week, wins its 20th Beach District game in a row, 45-6. Over Princess Anne, and making her first appearance on Friday Night Flights, we welcome in Anita Blanton.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me, Bruce. I didn't see the Candyman.
You didn't see the Candyman? It fell out of his sock.
I know. Well, is it my initiation, I guess this is a question I'm asking, that I would go out on Friday Night Lights when it's raining like it was tonight? I don't know what my kind of luck is with that, but the weather did not stop Chopper 10 from making its rounds. I had to change clothes. One of our stops the game at Ocean Lakes. I can't say all the folks in the stands looked happy to be out in the rain, but I think the cheerleaders and I helped by throwing out some footballs to the crowd. And better yet, I got to step out of the rain and into a 6,600 square foot state-of-the-art baseball and softball practice facility. Wow. There it is right there. They have indoor turf, indoor mounds, 6 batting cages inside. It's a result of 6 years of fundraising, over $100,000. And I asked Coach Spedden how it feels to have something colleges envy.
It's really nice. It's something that gives us a chance to really do some things on days like tonight where you know, before you'd have to cancel or wait to be in the gym, and then you're sharing a gym with 2 or 3 teams, and this gives us a chance to be able to get in here and get a lot of work done, and we've just really been blessed to have it.
Yep, some folks have been coming around, taking some pictures. They're probably wanting the same thing. They were able to start using the facility at the end of last spring, and they're still putting finishing touches on it to make it exactly what they want, Bruce.
All right, Anita, in Hampton, the Phoebus Phantoms a lock for the playoffs, taking on a Kecoughtan team in desperate need of a win to keep its postseason hopes alive. Kecoughtan's Desmond Savage is going to roll out for the pass, and he's going to hit wide out Caleb Tucker, who makes a sliding catch. But Desmond would have a tough game after that. Phoebus on special teams, Darius Jones takes off with breakneck speed, but is leveled by Kecoughtan Taylor. Fumble, but the ball is recovered by Phoebus. Future Virginia Tech Hokies running back Marshawn Williams scores from 7 yards out. And Phoebus, with the unofficial Peninsula District title, now clinches the #1 seed in the 4A playoffs with the win over Kecoughtan.
Now to Norfolk, the state champion Lake Taylor Titans against the Granby Comets.
Now, these two teams would have a tough time replicating last year's thriller. Let's take a look back. This is last year, the wild finish from last season. Both teams were undefeated at the time. The Titans needed the game-winning Hail Mary to future Ohio State Buckeye Jalen Holmes to win the game as time expired, but not nearly as much drama on this rainy night. Granby hosting the visiting Titans, who were having no problem at all moving the ball. Titans quarterback Shaheem Johnson with the keeper ducks a Granby defender and dives into the end zone for the game's first touchdown. And then the Titans are driving again, this time on the inside handoff. Marquise Poole jumps outside and into the end zone for the game's second touchdown. Granby just struggling to move the ball. They're trying to get something going in the air. Wayne Davis, though, picks off this long pass, ending the drive as Lake Taylor rolls over Granby 24-0. Lake Taylor closes out the regular season against Norfolk next week. Churchland trying to keep its playoff hopes alive. The Truckers taking on crosstown rivals Wilson. Look at the rain. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wilson down 21-14 at the half, trying to even the score with Jamonto Williams taking the handoff, getting downfield, breaking a few tackles. But on this drive, the Presidents just couldn't get into the end zone. Churchland having trouble moving the ball in the rain, settling for a 25-yard field goal by Nicholas Stanek. Truckers up by 10 and improved to 7-2 after tonight's 32-14 win over Wilson. And still to come, more action from the Beach District, including the Kellum Knights, who are trying for their 4th win in a row. We'll be right back. Boy, I tell you, Grassfield's having a good year, as is their junior quarterback, Brett Smith. Grizzlies looking for a good spot in the 6A playoffs. They play at Indian River tonight. Indian River looking for a big play. The Braves' running game gave the Grizzlies some big problems here. Indian River is now set up in the red zone. They will get a touchdown out of it, but will trail 27-12. Grizzlies, they're having none of that. Vincent Lowe finds the outside on 3rd down, taken down hard. Ooh, out of bounds. Penalty flag adds another 15 on that. Smith's going to take care of the rest. He's going to roll right, and he's going to find Trevor Indries in the end zone. Touchdown. Grassfield wins 33-18.
Well, let's head back to the Beach
Let's
District
do that.
now. The Kellum Knights on the road against the Landstown Eagles.
You know, the Knights were going for their 4th win in a row. That's Brian Parsons' alma mater. He's our producer. The Kellum cheerleaders getting the crowd pumped up. Not much action until the 3rd quarter. Here's Cody Elmer trying to get the Kellum running game going. He gets a couple of tough yards. But the star of this game tonight, Anita, would be this guy. Landstown quarterback and defensive back Jermaine Trotman watching on the run. Now, this is a key run because it puts Landstown in scoring position in a very tight game. Trotman finishes off. That's a 13-yard touchdown to tie the game at 7. And all of this is in the final minute of the game. Now, Kellum is going for the win. Quarterback Pat Cagle goes long, but look who's there. That's Jermaine Trotman, the quarterback. He picks it off, and he is on his way 45 yards on the interception until he steps out of bounds. And then with 1 second left, Troy Panagaidan lines up with a game-winning field goal and splits the uprights, and Landstown wins at the gun, snapping Kellum's 3-game winning streak. Landstown 10-7. That was the game of the night at the beach. Now, staying at the beach, Salem, one of the top teams in Hampton Roads, taking on Tallwood. Salem comes onto the field in the white, wanting to set the tone, but it was Tallwood's Trentori Matthew taking the ball, running it in on the opening drive to put the Lions on the board first, and you could just tell Tallwood had something going tonight. The scores just kept coming for the Lions. Rudolph shows his arm as he connects with DeQuan Porter. Tallwood would go on to stun Salem 28-9, handing the Sun Devils their first loss of the season, 28-9 in the final, an upset at the beach.
For more finals from the beach, Bayside with the 6-point over the Cox Falcons, and Green Run picks up the 41-21 road win over First Colonial. I was there for that one.
I did.
Yeah. While things didn't go First Colonial's way tonight, there was still a spirited crowd on hand because it was the Patriots' homecoming. You always gotta have spirit
Love
for
homecoming.
Yeah. Here's the view only Chopper 10 can give you from high above the game, and we were there as the King and Queen were crowned there on the ground. It was a great parade featuring each class, and then once it was over, the cheerleaders joined me to throw out footballs to the crowd. I caught up with two very distinguished student athletes as well on the sidelines from the first place volleyball teams, having a blast in the rain.
It's our first time being this high up, and it's really nice. We've come together a lot as a team, and we've grown from this and grown definitely a lot closer, and it's really great to have people like my family on my team.
It's amazing knowing that we're like the first conference champions since they changed up the whole district and everything.
First Colonial volleyball teams already in first place. They are in the postseason now for volleyball. Best of luck to them. And we had a blast sharing in a little piece of homecoming with everyone there. We'll be right back.
Norview in blue against Booker T. Washington. Running back Alden Latham rips off a 60-yard run down the field before he is brought down. And on the same drive, quarterback E.J. Fajan makes a few moves and goes in untouched for the score, which put Norview up 21-0. And the Pilots preserve the shutout, winning over the Bookers 35-0. Friday Night Flight scoreboard. Gloucester over Minchville 21-12. Kings Fork big winners over Hickory tonight.
York gets the 1-point win over Smithfield. Bruton 49-7 over New Kent.
Another dominating win by Lafayette. The Rams over War Hill 65-14. It was Kecoughtan over Grafton 31-7.
The Franklin Broncos with the shutout win over Windsor, while Surrey County falls to Brunswick County 36-6.
Atlantic Shores 24-2 over Isle of Wight. And Aspen Suffolk beats Hampton Roads Academy 63-14. Also Deep Creek over Lakeland 21-16. That's it for a rainy edition of Friday Night Flights. Anita Blanton, you got your feet wet tonight on your first Friday Night Flights, but did you have fun?
I had a blast, even though it was raining, Bruce. And remember, you can go to our Friday Night Flights webpage on wavy.com, where you can find highlights, the bands of the week, the top 10 plays, and slideshows from all the big games tonight around Hampton Roads.
Have a great weekend.